Good afternoon. Welcome to ABC123 Trader. Today is September 6, 2020. It's Sunday, long weekend, and I'm just doing some back testing. And I want to show you a little bit of an update on the level indicator that was designed from a couple of traders here. So with that being said, let's look into it. I did a little bit of changes onto the indicator, just adding some options. But before I do that, I was doing some back testing. And with back testing, as you can see numbers here, what I created was I put it into the indicator to see what the percentages were of success and no success, how many targets it hits, and actually depending on volatility and what methodology is, yes, you have to watch your risks sometimes at 26%, but with targets hitting at 76%. And zones are hitting at 60. So you're actually getting a really, really good percentage on the uptrend. And on the downtrend wasn't as much, but it all depends how the market is moving. So with the market was moving, we were having a little more stop losses hits and the percentages were lower. Okay. But looking at hitting zones, your frequency is high enough that you'll be consistent in profit for 2-to-1, 3-to-1, 4-to-1 ratio. So how I designed the stop loss, because live trading versus setting up the system is going to be a little different. I was using it as a basic robot, but what we were doing is I was looking at what the box size and reversing it as a stop loss. Okay, but what I added to the system and what I'm looking at this methodology. Let's go back. Is once the system is activated, okay, when the system is finally activated, what you want to do is it will create a zone. And basically what you want to do is not to trade into the yellow zone. Once it breaks the zone, you're good to go. So you can see this could be very dangerous, so you really have to watch once you get into this area, because you get knocked out once, possibly knocked out 2 times, but you got to wait till I guess the candle closes. But majority of the time I've noticed once you get going, you will hit I created a new line called the Fibonacci target, which you can adjust your percentages accordingly. I set it to 61.8% of the level. As you can see, you'll hit a target, you put this to break even, away you go. Okay, next day you're playing within the zone. Once you break out of the zone, you can see you hit Fibonacci target 1, level 1, almost Fibonacci target 2, and the green target 2 is matching on percentage wise there. But if when you go day in and day out, you can hit, this was the original target on the original methodology, Fibonacci target, and we finally almost bottomed out for the third target. And these are slow days. But when when it starts becoming into a more trending day, now what I mean by that, let's just keep on going here. I'll show you. Once you start breaking out of the zone and you start hitting the fib targets, you'll hit a couple of the levels. And I was looking at the numbers, the percentages, how aggressively it can go up. Many times it will hit level 2, sometimes level 3, sometimes level 4. But of course, level 1 pretty much hits almost every day. So even a single level target, if you go from here to here, there's your $1,000 day. Okay, that was extreme levels. As you can see, even if you know that if you're creating, let's say, a multiple contract, and you get to target 1 and Fibonacci target 1 is pretty much the same, which is good. A smaller day like that on a first move, I would have closed on there if it was that far, but let's say there's your $1,000 move again. So you would have made your $1,000 and shoot her down again. Let's focus on here. Here you're trying to get into it. It goes up like crazy, comes back down. You probably shut her down. It all depends how. Well, actually, this candle was. This candle started on the low side, so it could have fired right up to the upside, and once you start taking off, you would have probably made it to break even anyways. just to manage your risk and reward. Let's take a look here where we are. Oh, you never know. Okay. But what you'll notice many times, once you break out, you'll hit a fib target. Come back in, break out, hit a fib target, level 1 target. And level 2. Over and over again. Fib target again. Target 1 never reached it that day. Once you start trading well, fib target 1 gets retraced back in and away you go. Once you start what I've also found out is once you start breaking the first level, it will go like crazy. Majority of the time. Once you hit your first level here, it will go like crazy. First target hit quickly, went like crazy, 6 target levels. Here, as you can see, slower day. Gets your Fibonacci retracement. First target, no problem. Now she crashes. Fib target 1, if you get to level 1 really easy, it usually takes off. Here, that's a day that you'll get frustrated. So, I mean, of course you're not going to win all the time, but the nice thing is once you're, let's say, at 9:45, by the time it's here, it's already 10:30, 8:30. Nothing has happened. You're not even in a trade until you get out of here. So by 10:30, you know it's been ranging quite a bit. You're still playing safe. You get out, you know, and you're probably managing your risk, and you almost get to your first target. Nothing happens. So this would have pretty much been a dead day for you. But the nice thing, like I said before, once you get going like this, and you know this is a consolidation move, and that was for a day. Well, a day and a half, almost a 2-day session, because now you know they're going to start trending again. Target 1, level 1, breaking out here, almost level 1 again. Total reverse, and then you hit your targets. But it works really well. So how I look at it is, if I put it, I have it set up now that you can use different time frames on the chart, not just a 15-minute chart. But what you can do is now you can manage your trades at the sensitivity level while creating the proper target lines. Now let's say you don't want the targets. What I also added is you can turn off your targets. Just give it a second here. So now you just have fib targets without the other targets. Or both, or let's say you don't want the Fibonacci numbers, hit that as well. So you just have targets without Fibonacci's, or let's say you put the Fibonacci's back on, turn off the targets. I just want a 50% instead of a 61.8. So now you know you're in the midline between all your targets here. There's your stair stepping, right? There's your ladder. Or let's say you want to go extreme. Let's see what it would look like on trending days. Let's go to trending days. What is it? 77. I think it was a 77.8. I can't remember. 76.8. I think it is. On Fibonacci there, I can't remember. I'll have to take a look at my numbers again. And is that smart enough to go that direction? So 76 on this one works perfectly. 76, so you can see it's just tapping again. So you hit target 2, see how it taps again on 76.3, and we bottomed out. So it all depends how you want to risk your risk and reward. And what you can also do is, if you think about it, let's say you have a 76 like this, what you can do is do your risk reward. Is it this way? I always forget. No, it's the other way. Yeah. Sorry about that. Let's do it again. Risk reward. Let's say you're using this Fibonacci as a retracement. Once you start getting into it, and you know she's going down, So from here, once you enter, there's your reward. This would have been your risk, and this ratio was set up to, let's see what the properties is. I think it's 2 to 1. Let's put it to 3 to 1 right now. So 3 to 1 would have been your FIP target. So there you go. And that's all I wanted to show you in this video. Oh, actually, last thing. My last, no, I was talking to somebody. I didn't show it on the video. I think I did it a few days ago. A few days ago, I was saying when the market was crashing on the first day, I stated that this slope line was a daily trend line that says it needs to hit this area, but I want to see if it hits the weekly trend line. And guess what? It hit the weekly trend line right here. Let's open this up. Before it turned, where's my ruler? From an old drawing of mine from weeks back. So it dropped about close to another almost $200 below before it reversed. Now, if you could have entered in here on the reversal, you would have made for that rest of the day. So you got in somewhere in here. Back to the original zone, 500 points. 10 grand. Not bad in a 4-hour period. Other than that, if you have any questions, feel free to email me at abc123trader. There's a questions period on the homepage. Other than that, just make sure you guys have a great long weekend. Pinpoint your trades, trade safe, and have a great day. Bye.